Dodgers coming in at number 1. Astros back up to number 2, jumping the Mets. The Braves coming in at number 3. Little stat for you, thanks to one of our producers, Jack. Mets and Braves both lost on Sunday. That is the first time those two teams have lost on the same day since July 17th. Let's welcome in the man behind the power rankings. Matt Snyder is here. Dodgers on pace to win 113 games so far this season. That would be the 4th most in Major League Baseball history. Cubs, Mariners both had 116. Yankees had 114 in 1998, and they are clear number 1 in your power rankings.
Yeah, you just can't say enough about how good they are, and it's not like they haven't dealt with injury adversity. I mean, Walker Buehler's out for the season, and most people would have thought he was their best pitcher heading into the year. Clayton Kershaw's dealt with issues as well. Even offensively, they've had inconsistency from Max Muncy, Justin Turner, Cody Bellinger. But yeah, they are this good behind Mookie Betts and Trey Turner, Freddie Freeman. Mookie Betts, especially lately, has just been ridiculous. And I think a way to summarize how good that this franchise is right now, at least in the regular season, now postseason might be another matter, but at least in the regular season, the franchise record, and this is one of the most decorated franchises in baseball, the franchise record for wins is 106. They won 106 games last year. They won 106 games in 2019. So basically, these last 3 full seasons, if we exclude the shortened season of 2020, when they won the World Series, by the way, but the last 3 full seasons are likely going to be the best 3 seasons in Dodgers history. That is remarkable, just off the charts amazing.
You have the Astros moving up past the Mets for the number 2 spot. What would be the reason behind that?
Not much. I mean, look, they have the exact same record. Yeah, they're right. They're neck and neck. They have the exact same record. The Astros have a better run differential. When they played head-to-head, which was long ago, I didn't want to have to go back to that, but the Astros did dominate them. So they're basically just neck and neck. You could put them any which way you want, and I wouldn't really have an argument. I just thought with the Mets losing 2 to the Yankees, who have basically been terrible against everybody else since early July. I mean, they just went out and looked awful against the A's of all teams over the weekend. I just thought maybe I would punish the Mets a little bit. Plus, they lost 1-0 to the Rockies yesterday. And the Rockies on the road are the worst team in baseball. So, hey, it may be a little bit of a punishment for the Mets. But the Astros, their rotation is so deep. You just mentioned the Verlander injury. But if you look at the rotation right now, they're so deep there. They were able to trade Jake Odorizzi before the trade deadline. Lance McCullers Jr. just came back from injury. But they were able to use Christian Javier in the bullpen. So he'll be able to slide right into Verlander's rotation spot if Verlander misses any time. That's a really good ball club there. The only question for me on the AL side is who the second best team is.
Okay, so let's talk about that, because when it comes to the American League, you have the Astros. I think overall they're 3.5 games up over the Yankees. They're 11 games over the Rays. That said, though, the Rays are your biggest riser. In your article, you said, here they come again. They have now won 12 of their past 16. So number 2, who would it be in the American League?
I mean, I have the Yankees ranked the highest, but I discussed this last week with Middlebrooks. It's like I kind of have an intersection between what have you done for me lately and what your full season record is, full season run differential, all that. The Yankees built themselves up so much credit through July 8th that I feel like I can't really move them any further down. But if we started the playoffs right now, that's a whole different discussion. And I don't think the Yankees are the biggest threat to the Astros. It probably is the Rays, but I think you can make an argument for the Mariners if they're going right with Robbie Ray and Luis Castillo atop that rotation. Really good lockdown bullpen. You can make the case there. You can make a case for the Blue Jays if everybody's going right at the same time. But, they just won 7 of 8, and then they went out and they got embarrassed in 3 games by the Angels. At home, they got outscored 22-3 in 3 games there. So it's almost like nobody else wants to take that mantle right now. They're all really inconsistent, but as I kind of mentioned in the intro to the power rankings, we've seen it in past seasons, whether it's the Braves last year or the Nationals in 2019, 2014 Giants maybe. It's just get to the playoffs and then get really hot right at the right time. There are some of those American League teams really could get hot at the right time and win the World Series. It's hard to feel confident about any of them. It's just the Astros and everybody else right now.
Let's jump over to the National League. Phillies coming in 7th in your power rankings there. They are working to keep a wild card spot. Look, disappointing loss yesterday to the Pirates. They do have Bryce Harper back. They're getting healthy. They have now won 6 of their last 7. Over the next 5.5 weeks or so, how much could the Phillies move?
Up in the power rankings, I don't think they can. I mean, I think 7's probably where they're topped out. But again, just to piggyback on the point I was just making, if you're looking at the playoffs and who can get hot at the right time, the Phillies played really well without Bryce Harper. Now you get an MVP back right into the middle of that lineup. And that's a lineup that could potentially, if you're talking about Schwarber, JT Realmuto, Nick Castellanos, they have the types of guys that if everybody's hot all at once, man, that can be a really, really scary lineup. And it's actually pretty deep now at this point. And then if you go to the rotation with Wheeler and Nola at the top there, Ranger Suarez, they've got the potential to look like a team with 2 aces and 2 good number 2s in the postseason. If they can get the bullpen really figured out and settled in, and everybody's playing well at the right time, they really could win the World Series. Now, the caveat to that is they could lose like 12 in a row and fall out of the playoffs too. We know how inconsistent they are. But the upside is a World Series championship.
Look, you said it in the American League, same as National League. Get to the postseason, then get hot. That's what you need to do. And they are now finally getting healthy. Matt Snyder, thanks so much here. Let's take a look at some more of his power rankings here, 21 through 30. I believe we have that. Yes, we do. Christopher, you're a Cubs fan, right? I think so. That's what we're going with.
Yeah. Yep.
Coming in at 21.
Yep. It's not terrible, you know. That's almost in the top 2/3 of the league.
It's okay because, you know, you're just, I don't know. I don't know what I was going to say there.
What?
Yeah, no clue. Nationals still last place. By the way, you can find the full list on CBSSports.com. Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.